Redundant publication is a serious concern in the scientific community. It involves publishing the same research findings in multiple venues, which undermines the core principles of transparency and original, ethical research necessary for scientific advancement. It is important to distinguish between different types of this practice. Duplicate publication refers to republishing an entire manuscript verbatim. Overlapping publication involves significant similarity in hypothesis and methodology, while salami slicing means breaking one study into several smaller, fragmented papers. To summarize, these common types of redundant publication all represent a departure from standard ethical practices. Whether it is a full duplicate, an overlapping manuscript, or sliced findings, each can compromise the integrity of the scientific record. Why does this happen? Often, it is due to extreme pressure to publish or misunderstandings regarding ethics. The disadvantages are significant, including a waste of research resources, skewed data in meta-analyses, and a breakdown of trust within the academic community. The scientific community relies on guidelines to maintain order. International bodies like the ICMJE and COPE provide clear standards for disclosure. Furthermore, most institutions and journals have specific policies that explicitly prohibit these practices and define the consequences for violating them. There are, however, acceptable exceptions to these rules. These include translating a study for a different language audience, publishing an expanded version of a preliminary conference report, or synthesizing existing findings as part of a systematic review, provided there is clear attribution. Detecting these issues is a priority. Techniques include thorough literature searches to find overlaps, the use of specialized plagiarism detection software to identify textual similarities, and careful citation tracking to spot when a single study has been republished. When a breach occurs, the consequences are severe. The process typically begins with notifying the author for an explanation. This is followed by a required correction or total retraction of the work, and can ultimately lead to formal sanctions, including employment termination or loss of funding. Consider a case where a researcher published a second study that replicated their first work without acknowledgement. When the overlap was discovered, the second paper was retracted, and the researcher faced disciplinary action for academic misconduct, highlighting the real-world impact of these policies. In this video, we have covered the definition of redundant publication, its ethical implications, how to avoid these situations, and the regulatory steps journals and institutions take when they identify such misconduct.